Do you have standard operating procedures within your business? Standard operating procedures, or SOPs, as they are commonly called, are basically step-by-step instructions that outline how you perform a specific process. Now, it's not specific to large organizations. If you are a solopreneur, micro business owner, you definitely want to make sure you have these in place. There are several benefits when it comes to SOPs, right? So one of them is it promotes consistency. Now I have a step-by-step way of doing something, and I'm doing it the same way every time I perform this process. So it promotes consistency and it promotes quality, but it also forces you to sit down and really think through this process that you have in place, right? What are the steps that you are performing? And do they need to be performed? So you can do this assessment as you're writing out your process. It's also great for when you hire someone. Now, when you bring somebody on board, you already have training materials that you could share with them, and you don't have to spend as much time meeting with them and training them because they can go through that documentation first. So here are 4 SOPs that you definitely want to make sure you have in your business. Doesn't matter if you're a product or service. The first one is your lead management process. This one is important because it helps you to detail how you're going to attract, capture, engage, and sell to your potential prospect, right? So outlining that, again, helps you to think through that process. Who is it that I want to serve, and how am I going to serve them? How am I going to attract them to me? So you're writing all of this out. That's the first process. The second one is your onboarding process. Now that I've closed the deal, I am going to onboard them. This one is extremely important because here is where people get buyer's remorse. I've already bought the product, or service, but I haven't received the delivery of it. Did I make a good decision? So you want to make sure that you are communicating extremely well during this time, letting them know that thank you for your order. That's the first thing. But then also let them know what those next steps are, and reiterating why they purchased it and what the benefit is and what the transformation is. Make them feel really great about their decision. The third process is the delivery. So now that you've onboarded them, now you're going to deliver the product or the service. So here, for your service-based providers, you need to think about, am I going to deliver it via Zoom? You know, if I'm a coach, or maybe there are some documents that I need to share. That may be via a client portal or a shared Google folder. And then for your product-based providers, you want to make sure that you are thinking about your packaging, the delivery of that package, right? So how is it going to be delivered? Is it FedEx, UPS, whatever? And then what does that packaging look like? You know, people are excited to receive packages, especially if they get a nice package. You know, it's left something about, if it makes you think like, oh my gosh, this is like really nice. I know I've gotten packages and I'm like, wow, this is nice. So you definitely want to do things that is going to enhance the client's experience. The fourth one is offboarding / loyalty, right? So if possible, we never really want to offboard someone, but it may be offboarding them from whatever it is they purchase onto something else. So think about if you have any continuity products or services that you can provide, right? So now I've done your website. Maybe now I have a maintenance program where I do a refresh every quarter or something like that. And then the same thing with your products, right? So now that you've purchased this, how do I get you to continue to buy if it's something that they would buy more than one of, or buy something else that's complementary? The other thing is that you want to make them a loyal fan, right? So not only am I either offboarding you because I have nothing else, or off/onboarding you into something else. The other thing is identify if there's another way that you can keep the partnership going, right? So, or the relationship going. And this could be through an affiliate partnership. Is this person an ideal candidate for somebody who could be a part of your affiliate program? So that way they may not necessarily need anything else, but they may know somebody else who needs your product or service, and they can refer them. That person gets a good product or service, and then that your client also gets a commission. So it's kind of like a win-win. So think about those types of things. So those are the 4 processes. You have your lead management, onboarding, delivery, offboarding/loyalty process. I hope this helps. And if you have any questions at all, be sure to drop them below. I'll talk to you soon.